If you are coming from the channel, you will know I like animals quite a lot. So for a long-form video, I thought I would cover animals from specific areas or groups that I like. Today, I thought I would cover arboreal species, and if you have any groups you would like me to cover, please comment on them since I look at all my comments. Arboreal species can be found in a variety of habitats and are quite interesting with specially adapted features or behaviors. Here's a couple I really liked. This is the kinkajou, also known as the honey bear. They are nocturnal, tree-living mammals found from eastern and southern Mexico through Belize and Costa Rica in Central America, and down as far south as Ecuador and southern Brazil in South America. Their closest relatives are animals like raccoons, quadrupeds, and the binturong. They have a prehensile tail that acts as a fifth limb to aid them in climbing and balancing them out as they climb. Their fur ranges in colors from gray to brown to gold, and their eyes are quite large to aid them in being able to see at night since they are nocturnal. They live in tropical rainforests up in the canopies of trees. Kinkajous are mostly solitary, but can form small family groups and communicate between these groups with various sounds including barks and whistles. Kinkajous are omnivorous and are known to eat several foods like fruits, flowers, nectars, and insects. They get this nectar from the inside of the flowers with their 5-inch long tongues. They are important parts of their ecosystems because of their diets, since they play a key role in pollination and seed dispersal. Here are some interesting facts about the kinkajou. They can rotate their feet almost all the way around, allowing them to climb up and down trees head first. Kinkajous live unexpectedly long lives. In captivity, they live up to 40 years old, but generally 20. Kinkajous can carry various diseases that are dangerous to humans, like raccoon ringworms and fungal infections. This is the great hornbill. They are a large, colorful bird found on the subcontinent of India and parts of the rest of Southeast Asia. It is well known for its striking appearance, with a bright yellow beak and black coat with yellow and white highlights that make it easy to recognize. They are primarily frugivorous, meaning they mainly feed on fruits, but are also known to eat several small mammals, reptiles, and birds. This animal has a strong cultural presence in many tribes' rituals and is the state bird of Kerala, India. This bird has what is called a casque, which is a large hollow structure above its bill, which can, like in the bird, be brightly colored. Great hornbills are known for their loud calls, which sound like this. They are known to live in either pairs or small family groups. Since 2018, these birds have been listed as vulnerable due to the loss of their natural habitat, poaching and overhunting for their body parts, which are used in traditional medicines, pesticides, and climate change, which affect their food supply and limits their available nesting zones. They're one of the largest hornbill species, with wingspans that can reach 5 feet in length. Here are some interesting facts about the great hornbill. The great hornbill is quite long-lived, with it being able to live up to 50 years in captivity. In the Dayak culture of Borneo, the great hornbill is regarded as a symbol of strength, bravery, and nobility, and is regarded as the king of birds. They are a keystone species in their ecosystems as they disperse seeds due to them eating fruit as a main part of their diet. This is the Bornean orangutan, also called the man of the jungle. They are the most plentiful out of all three of the orangutan species, with an estimated 100,000 in the wild, with the Sumatran orangutan reaching 14,000, and the newly discovered Tapanuli orangutan with only 800. They are all critically endangered because of multiple reasons, including the loss of their natural habitat by about 55%, with it still on a decline due to deforestation, illegal hunting and poaching, even though they are protected by law, climate change with increased forest fires, and human-animal conflict with orangutans entering agricultural areas since their natural habitats are being destroyed. A key difference in Bornean orangutans compared to the rest of their species is that the Borneans have darker red coats and larger, more round faces. They're the heaviest arboreal animals, with the wild male maxing out at 220 pounds, and in captivity, an obese orangutan named Andy reached around 440 pounds. Another cool appearance fact about the Bornean orangutan is that its wingspan reaches up to around 7 feet from fingertip to fingertip, and they just don't need to use their hands to eat with them, speaking extremely dexterous, able to eat with their feet as well. Here's some interesting facts about the Bornean orangutan. Did you know that the Bornean orangutan, like all orangutans, sleep in different nests every night, meaning over an orangutan's adult life they can make thousands of nests? Bornean orangutans have the slowest reproduction rate of any mammal, only giving birth about every 8 years. They show remarkable intelligence, sharing 97% of their DNA with humans. This is the garden dormouse. They have the gray-brown fur with a white underbelly and distinctive black eye markings. They live most of their lives up in trees and are found across deciduous and mixed forests in most of southwest Europe, in countries like Finland, Russia, and Belgium, with scattered populations. They are near threatened, with their populations declining in areas due to habitat loss and climate change, with their native habitat being destroyed. They're primarily nocturnal. They sleep and nest during the day and forage food like insects, snails, fruits, and seeds at night. They often can be found in groups and can sleep together in the same nest. Although they're mostly omnivorous diets, they are known as one of the most carnivorous dormice, sometimes eating small mammals and even birds. In the wild, they can live 2 to 5 years, but live longer when kept in captivity. They hibernate during the cold parts of the year, which can last up to 7 months, where they curl into a ball, and then they're so deep in hibernation where they can be turned over and moved without them waking. Here are some interesting facts about the garden dormouse. They have a very interesting tail coloration with it ending in a black tuft with a light tip. On top of their hibernation, they can go into a short period of torpor where food supply shorten. Their presence in forests indicates a healthy forest since they disperse seeds and help ecosystems thrive. The disappearance of dormice can result in an ecological collapse. This is the koala. It is an arboreal marsupial native to eastern and southern Australia. Its secondary name, the koala bear, comes from its resemblance to a bear, although they are not related. Their bodies are gray with a tan or cream chest. They've got stout bodies with a broad face and a wide, round nose. Some other features are their yellow eyes and large, fluffy ears. They've got clawed feet for climbing up trees to get to their main food source, eucalyptus. They are mostly solitary, with ranges per each koala ranging around a dozen of eucalyptus trees. Eucalyptus is not a very sustaining food, with it being toxic and hard to digest, this being the reason for the extraintestinal pouch found in the koala used in digesting the food. This diet also has very little nutrients, so they sleep for a large portion of their day, so they don't use a large sum of their limited energy. The koala is the only member of its family left, Phalloscolarctidae. They are identified in this family by their rearward-facing pouches. Koalas only produce one baby per gestation period, called a joey. In the wild, koalas can live up to 15 years, but generally live longer in captivity. There are 5 distinct populations of koala that began to diverge from each other around 300,000 to 430,000 years ago. Koalas are considered vulnerable and have been suffering serious declines in numbers due to habitat destruction, domestic dog attacks, bushfires, and road accidents. Here are some facts about the koala. Sadly, the Australian Koala Foundation estimates there could be less than 64,000 koalas in the wild, with a minimum of 39,000. The name koala is an Aboriginal word meaning no drink, which reflects them getting liquid from the eucalyptus they eat. The koala evolved around 45 million years ago, right after the continent of Australia detached from Antarctica and began to move north. This is the Siberian flying squirrel. It is a gliding squirrel species from across Eurasia, mainly areas within Russia. They are gray with darker shades across their backs, along with a black stripe between their neck and forelimbs. They have extremely large black eyes that aid them in sight at nights as they are nocturnal. They can glide within the furry membrane between their arms and legs, this allowing them to glide exceedingly long distances that can reach 150 feet. They live in small groups and are quite social. Although they do not hibernate or go into torpor, they can sleep for several days if conditions get exceedingly bad. They're quite shy animals and are not easy to find or be commonly seen. Siberian flying squirrels are herbivorous and eat various leaves, seeds, cones, buds, sprouts, nuts, berries, and occasionally bird eggs and nestlings. They are of least concern conservation-wise, but are still having issues with habitat fragmentation. They live in boreal forests, and spruce-dominated forests can reach astonishing lows of 30 negative 31 Fahrenheit and negative 35 Celsius. Here are some interesting facts about the Siberian flying squirrel. They are the only flying squirrel species native to Europe. Their rice-sized droppings actually glow under UV light. This also occurs in some North American flying squirrel species. Their diets allow them to move lichens, mosses, and seeds across the forest they live in, making them key parts of the ecosystem. So this being my first long-form video, I wanted to know what y'all thought. Please comment on the recommendations and ideas in the comment section. Also, if you have time, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and hope you have a good day.